Hi, folks. Welcome to Sunday off the Wall Americana. Had a busy weekend so far. I was on the radio at Radio St. Pete on the Florida Folk Show. Something you could check out. Hannah's World and I were both on there, playing some songs and promoting our show for next Sunday. Hopefully some of y'all can make it out. If you're in Tampa area, that'd be cool. It's a big fun time. There's food and drink available. There will be cake after the show, or maybe during the show. I'm not sure how they're doing that. But in any case, I just found a little thing on the guitar here. Okay, anyway, so I'm going to play some songs today. None of these songs are the songs that I'm going to play at the show next week. So don't think that because you hear this, you can skip the show. This is on, I think it's by David Ree. I keep thinking I'm going to look it up or try and find it. Somebody gave me a cassette tape many years ago, and they said, you ought to learn this song. So I did. And I just call it the Suicide Song. Another happy little song about dying. Well, there comes a time in every life when you have to do or die. Well, I never will forget the day when that time came to mind. I lost my house, my car, my job. Somebody stole my wife. I figured while I was losing things, I decided to lose my life. So I got some kerosene, some rope, some rat poison, my good old 38. Well, I loaded it all in the boat, and I rode out on the lake. Well, hanging out over the water was the limb of a great big willow tree. And as I tied that noose, I heard my daddy's dying words come back to me. Said, son, don't give up just because you think life's at an end. Hey, don't you know there's good times waiting just around the bend? Well, I know sometimes it seems like hard luck's been your only friend. Every time life knocks you down, son, you get on up again. Those words gave me pause, so I sat a while and thought. Hell, that old man never did know what he was talking about. So I ate the rat poison, put the noose around my neck, and doused myself with kerosene. I loaded up that 38, and I stood up on the seat. Well, I set myself on fire, and I jumped out of that boat. And as I fell, I felt that noose get tied around my throat. I raised that cold blue steel barrel up beside my head. And as I pulled the trigger, I heard the last words my dying daddy ever said. He said, son, don't give up just because you think life's at an end. Hey, don't you know there's good luck waiting just around the bend? Well, I know sometimes it seems like hard luck's been your only friend. Every time life knocks you down, son, you get on up again. Well, that bullet never hit me, like some folks might have hoped. Well, don't you know I missed myself and I cut the doggone rope. I fell in the lake, choked up the rat poison, water put the kerosene out. And when I climbed back in that boat, my pockets was all full of trout. Well, right then and there, I did decide to give life another try. Well, after all, you know, that old man of mine, well, he just might have been right. Because the very next day I met the very first true love I had ever had. She said, let's get married, have a lot of kids, and make your ex-wife mad. Said, son, don't give up just because you think life's at an end. Hey, don't you know there's true love waiting just around the bend? Well, I know sometimes it seems like hard luck's been your only friend. Every time life knocks you down, son, you get on up again. Well, every time life knocks you down, yeah, you get on up again. All right. Until further notice, that's called the Suicide Song. If anybody knows that song, and knows what the name of it is really or who wrote it, please let me know. Well, let's see. Doc Watson's birthday was a week or so ago. And I'm sure he didn't write this song, but he did perform it. I think this is older than Doc Watson. I'm not sure though. It could have been him. I haven't researched all of these songs, but there's a lot of songs to research, and I'm kind of lazy these days, you know. It's called Keep on the Sunny Side. There's a dark and a troubled side of life. There's a bright and sunny side too. Though we meet with the darkest of strife, the sunny side we also may view. Keep on the sunny side, always on the sunny side. Keep on the sunny side of life. It will help us every day. It will brighten up our way if we keep on the sunny side of life. Though the storm and its fury breaks today, crushing hopes that we cherish so dear, the clouds and storm will in time pass away. And the sun again will shine bright and clear. Rain fart. Keep on the sunny side, always on the sunny side. Keep on the sunny side of life. It will help us every day. It will brighten all our way if we keep on the sunny side of life. Let us treat with a song of hope each day. Though the moment be cloudy or clear, let us trust in our Savior always. He'll keep everyone in his care. Keep on the sunny side, always on the sunny side. Keep on the sunny side of life. It will help us every day. It will brighten all our way if we keep on the sunny side of life. If we keep on the sunny side of life. All right. That's the old Doc Watson song, sort of song that he did many years ago. And like I said, I think last Saturday, I believe that was his birthday. See if you can name this artist. Living on the road, my friend, gonna keep you free and clean. Now you wear your skin like iron, your breath's as hard as kerosene. Weren't your mama's only boy, but her favorite one it seems. She began to cry when you said goodbye and sank into your dreams. Pancho was a bandit boy. His horse was fast as polished steel. He wore his gun outside his pants for all the honest world to feel. Pancho met his match, you know, in the deserts down in Mexico. No one heard his dying words. Ah, but that's the way it goes. All the federally say could have had him any day. Only let him hang around. out of kindness, I suppose. Lefty, he can't sing blues all night long like he used to. The desert Pancho bit down south ended up in Lefty's mouth. The day they laid poor Pancho low, Lefty split for Ohio, where he got the bread to go. Well, there ain't nobody knows. Well, the poets tell how Pancho fell. Lefty's living in a cheap hotel. Desert's quiet, Cleveland's cold, so the story ends with told. Pancho needs your prayers, it's true, but save a few for Lefty too. He just did what he had to do, and now he's growing old. Few great federales say could have had him any day, only let him go so long. Out of kindness, I suppose. Pancho and Lefty, Townes Van Zandt song. Alrighty. Thanks for joining the show today, folks. Appreciate it. Always like to have a few people outside there, out watching. Makes it feel like I'm live almost. A song by Ronnie Arbo of Ronnie Arbo and Daisy Mayhem. On the streets of New York City, where the asphalt grates the sun, morning slips in sideways like a cheater on the run. She's out there on the sidewalk, she's kneeling at her toy, pulling weeds for Jesus, her knuckles in the soil. Well, she is no Saint Teresa, she is no paragon. Well, her fingernails are dirty, her old blue jeans are worn. She doesn't talk to strangers, she hardly knows you're there. She doesn't want your money, she doesn't want your prayers. But this is God's dominion, this is peace on earth, this is what she's put it for, this is what she's worth. All the things that matter have slowly slipped away, and she grows the roses, she grows the roses, and she grows the roses all day. She remembers a young woman with hair as fine as gold. Oh, she remembers all her lovers, she remembers growing old. She remembers meeting Jesus, she can recall that day. She gave him all her seeds of darkness, he buried them away. But this is God's dominion, this is peace on earth, this is what she's put her for, this is what she's worth. All the things that matter have slowly slipped away, and she grows the roses, she grows the roses, and she grows the roses all day. Well, she coaxes hope from concrete, She coaxes right from wrong. Yeah, she makes those Spanish ladies break into their Spanish song. Well, I like the scent of roses and the street lamp's yellow sun, and they dream of summer dresses on the streets of old San Juan. But this is God's dominion. This is peace on earth. This is what she's praying for. This is what she's worth. All the other things that matter have slowly slipped away, and she grows the roses. She grows the roses, and she grows the roses all day. She grows the roses. She grows the roses. She grows the roses all day. Roses. Thanks for the comments, guys. Appreciate it. All right. Let's see. Okay. Well, so this next one is a very old Chuck Brodsky song. I probably learned this when it first came out, and that was probably more than 20 years ago. Maybe by a lot. If any of y'all know Carl Wade always used to request this song from me. We used to swap funny songs back and forth, and he always wanted me to play this one. I was walking outside the city hall when I slipped and had a terrible fall. Negligence on the part of it, don't care who. Well, I fell so hard I was seeing stars, dollar signs, and men from Mars. The man who helped me up said, ought to sue. He was a lawyer. He was all out of breath. Well, once I had an accident, not too bad, just a little dent. You know, a new Mercedes hit me from the rear. Well, a man got out in a three-piece suit, and he asked if $1,000 to do. I said, well, let me think for a minute here. Gonna talk to my lawyer. Might have whiplash, might have trauma. Let's not talk petty cash. I got a witness to put a hand on a Bible. Jury, jury, hallelujah. Might be liable. Well, my mama said to Uncle Jim, I just don't know what's wrong with him. That son of mine is a no-good big wazoo. Well, I have never overheard such a bunch of slanderous words. I tell you, Mama, got a mind to sue. Gonna talk to my lawyer. Mama, that was vicious. Defamation of character, wrongful and malicious. I got a witness, put a hand on the Bible. Jury, jury, hallelujah. You might be liable, Mama. I was trying to open up my mouth when I spilled some coffee on my lap. How was I supposed to know it's going to be hot? I went back to that fast food place, and the manager, with a happy face, I said, I want the name of whoever brewed that pot. Can I talk to my lawyer? Think I got a pretty good case. All I need are some crutches. Maybe I'll put on a neck brace. I got a witness to put a hand on the Bible. Jury, jury, hallelujah. Somebody's liable. Talk to my lawyer. Yep. Oh, boy. Well, I'm going to do a couple of my original songs next week, and this is not one of them. So, I don't know. I might change my mind before it's all done with, but for now, this is not one of them. I should have done this one yesterday, because on the radio show yesterday was Pete Gallagher, and Pete Gallagher is part of the Florida Boys band, and they were the impetus for the writing of this song. Well, I love the Florida Folk Fest, 'cause I really love to play and sing. But jamming around the campfire by 6 minute novelty Americana cover songs really don't fit in. Now when I join the circle, the shout plays the perfect campfire song, and every time the chorus comes around, everybody sings along. I'm gonna write the perfect campfire song, one that anyone can play. Well, it won't have where it stops or chords to get in the way. I want to jam in the circle. I want to feel like I fit. I'm going to write the perfect campfire song. Yep, this one isn't it. Well, I hang around waiting for, do you have a song to play? Well, there's one about foolish questions. You know, you hear them every day. There's another song about Copenhagen Coke, and one about a beer run too. The Jehovah's Witness stripper, or the shallow end of the gene pool. I'm gonna write the perfect campfire song, one that anyone can play. It won't have where it stops or chords to get in the way. I wanna jam in the circle. I wanna feel like I fit. I'm gonna write the perfect campfire song. Yeah, this one isn't it. Well, I strap on my guitar to make the campfire rounds. Well, I head to Jerry Mincy's camp to hear those Florida sounds. Well, some guy kicks off a Garth Brooks song, and the Florida Boys pack it in. It's the Florida Jam, god damn it, let's go listen to Jubal's Can. I'm gonna write the perfect campfire song, one that anyone can play. Well, it won't have where it stops or chords to get in the way. I wanna jam in the circle, I wanna feel like I fit. I'm gonna write the perfect campfire song. Yeah, this one isn't it. Well, breaks are always a problem. You know, they make me forget the words. Well, the doc says I've got ADD, and hey, look, a bird. All the pickers can take a break now, and the singers can harmonize. There's one more chorus to this mess you start. We're going clockwise. Lead guitar should go right here. Maybe some mandolins. Even some banjo might do. I know, how about some fake kazoo? I'm going to write the perfect campfire song, one that anyone can play. Well, it won't have weird stops or chords to get in the way. I want to jam in the circle. I want to feel like I fit. I'm going to write the perfect campfire song. Yeah, this one isn't it. I'm going to write the perfect campfire song. Yeah, this one isn't it. All right, so that's one of the first songs I ever wrote. Pretty close to the beginning there, I think. Thanks for joining, everyone, and I hope you're having a good time. I'm having a good time. Oh, let's see. I should drink something here. Oh, how about water? Oh, let's see. I got to do something with this one here. Yeah. Okay. This is a song by Ralph McTell. Have you seen the old man in the closed down market, picking up the paper with his worn out shoe? In his eyes you see no pride, held loosely by his side. Yesterday's paper telling yesterday's news. So how can you tell me that you're lonely and say for you that the sun don't shine? Let me take you by the hand and lead you to the streets of London. I'll show you something to make you change your mind. Have you seen the old gal who walks the streets of London? Dirt in her hair and her clothes in rags. She's no time for talking, she just keeps right on walking, carrying her home into carrier bag. And in the all-night cafe at 11:15, some old man sitting there all on his own, looking at the world through the rim of his teacup. Each day lasts an hour, and then he wanders home alone. So how can you tell me that you're lonely and say for you that the sun don't shine? Let me take you by the hand and lead you through the streets of London. I'll show you something to make you change your mind. And have you seen the old man outside the Seaman's Mission? Memory fading with the metal ribbons that he wears. And in our winter city, the rain cries a little pity. Oh, one more forgotten hero and a world that doesn't care. So how can you tell me that you're lonely and say for you that the sun don't shine? Let me take you by the hand and lead you through the streets of London. I'll show you something to make you change your mind. I'll show you something to make you change your mind. Alrighty. Okay, so the next one I'm going to do is the only George Gershwin song that I know. And I don't know who I heard do this. I think actually I heard Doc Watson do this song. Get that thing here. Well, it ain't necessarily so. It ain't necessarily so. The things that you were liable to read in the Bible, well, they ain't necessarily so. Little David was small, but oh my. Little David was small, but oh my. He fought big Goliath, who lay down and died. Little David was small, but oh my. Oh, Jonah, he lived in the whale. Oh, Jonah, he lived in the whale. He made his home in that big Roselle dome. And oh, Jonah, he lived in the whale. Little Moses was found in a stream. Little Moses was found in a stream. He floated on water till old Pharaoh's daughter, she fished him, she said, from that stream. Well, it ain't necessarily so. It ain't necessarily so. We tell our children the devil's a villain, but it ain't necessarily so. To get into heaven, don't snap for a 7. Live clean and don't have no fault. Oh, I takes the gospel whenever it's possible with a grain of salt. But those who live 900 years. But those who live 900 years. But who calls that living? No lady living will given to no man who's lived for 900 years. Well, it ain't necessarily so. It ain't necessarily so. We tell our children the devil's a villain, but it ain't necessarily so. Well, it ain't necessarily so. It ain't necessarily so. We tell our children the devil's a villain, but it ain't necessarily so. Alrighty, alrighty. Okay. This next one was an Anthony McLean song. If you don't know Anthony McLean, his band is called the Trailer Park Troubadours. I've seen him several times, but I've never seen him play with the Troubadours. I've seen him in a few house concerts here in the Tampa area, one time down in Sarasota. It's called Custom Made Airbrush License Plate. I was walking with my baby at the county fair. The smell of cotton candy filled the warm night air. There was a clanking and a cranking. Carnival lights. The back of my legs full of mosquito bites. Well, I was feeling like a county Casanova of sorts. Had on my Hank Jr. t-shirt and Bermuda shorts. Polly had a blouse that would sure cause scenes. She had pockets hanging out below her cut-off jeans. We saw the two-headed horse and the five-legged mule, a man-eating snake woman. Dang, he was cool. Polly had a snow cone. She was fighting off bees. They had a corn dog smothered in Velveeta cheese. Well, at the end of the midway, at the Spinard booth, there was a man with tattoos and one long yellow tooth. He was working on something I strained hard to see. Polly took a deep breath and held on to me. She said, whoa, if you love me, you don't have to be a rich man to be my mate. She said, whoa, if you want me to be a custom-made airbrush license plate. Well, this man was a genius, and he was making a mess. There was a line all the way to the livestock pen. Everyone was straining and careening their necks to see this county fair paint with their Toulouse-Lautrec. Well, I looked down at Polly. She was all misty-eyed, staring at them plates he had hanging up inside. We waited in line until 2:15. Then he looked up and said, what can I do for you? When he finished, he held it out there for Polly to see. Polly took a deep breath and held on to me. Whoa, if you love me, you don't have to be a rich man to be my mate. Said, whoa, if you want me to be a custom-made airbrush license plate. They say true love is blind, all beach and sunshine, all blue for everyone. Love just got blinder with my reminder and living color on the bumper of my car. It's been 7 long weeks now since the fair came to town. I see a lot of airbrush when I drive around. I wonder if there might be some kind of spell in place, some black kind of magic in the art that he creates. Cause all the women in town, they've been acting kind of strange. My buddies, they're all going through some sort of change. They're calling their wives to let them know where they are, and I don't see their trucks when I drive past the bar. Well, Polly, she's been giggling at the least little thing. She's looking at dresses, we done picked out a ring. When we go for a ride, she got her head on my neck. She's acting weird too, but what the heck, she says, whoa, if you love me, you don't have to be a rich man to be my mate. She said, whoa, if you want me to be a custom-made airbrush license plate, a custom-made airbrush license plate, a custom-made airbrush license plate. Wow, I played that really fast this time. That was like double the speed I normally play it. Let's see, how long we've been playing here? 37? Okay. Got time for a couple, 3 more here. And I have 3 right on my list. This song by the Avett Brothers is called Smithsonian. Call the Smithsonian, I made a discovery. Life ain't forever, and lunch isn't free. Loved ones will break your heart with or without you. Turns out we don't get to know everything. Get the young scientists, tell them come quick. I must be the first man who's ever seen this. Lines on my face and my teeth are not white. My eyes do not work and my legs don't move right. Call the Smithsonian, I made a discovery. Life ain't forever and lunch isn't free. Loved ones will break your heart with or without you. Turns out we don't get to know everything. I wonder if Romeo ever got scared, taken but shaken and unprepared. Under the balcony, under the tree, fully unknowing of where this might lead. What if we marry or give up the ghost, or we abandon those we love most? What if you carry me and lay me down, once you get used to me being around? Call the Smithsonian, I made a discovery. Life ain't forever and lunch isn't free. Loved ones will break your heart with or without you. Turns out we don't get to know everything. My bedroom's a doctor's office, my kitchen's a car. My life is a joke, my bathroom's a bar. I go there a lot, more than I should. I know I should stop, but it feels too damn good. Call the Smithsonian, I made a discovery. Life ain't forever and lunch isn't free. Loved ones will break your heart with or without you. Turns out we don't get to know everything. Turns out we don't get to know everything. Smithsonian Avett Brothers song. Let's see. Yeah, I think I'm going to do one more song. It's a song by Hank Williams. See. Hey, good looking, what you got cooking? How's about cooking something up with me? Hey, sweet baby, don't you think maybe we find ourselves a brand new recipe? I got a hot rod Ford and a $2 bill, and I know a spot right over the hill. There's soda pop, the dancing's free, so if you want to have fun, come along with me. Say, hey, a good looking, what you got cooking? How's about cooking something up with me? I'm free and ready, so we can go steady. How's about saving all your time for me? No more looking, I know I've been tooken. How's about keeping steady company? I'm gonna throw my date book over the fence and find me one for 5 or 10 cents. I'll keep it till it's covered with dates, 'cause I'm writing your name on every page. Say, hey, a good looking, what you got cooking? How's about cooking something up? How's about cooking something up? How's about cooking something up with me? All right. Well, thanks for tuning in, everybody who tuned in. And if you're tuning in later to catch the archive version of this, that'll be good too. You can also go to my YouTube page and look under live, and you'll find a whole bunch of my stuff here. And don't forget, next week, please come out if you can to New World for our show. Doors at 12:30, show at 1:30. Hope to see you there. Y'all have a great week. Bye for now.